We are the American Indians. Baby. Copper color Indians, baby. A real Indian, American Indian is me, not from Africa.
African Americans here, but they recently moved here from places like Kenya, Ethiopia, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Zaire. But now the brother whose family's lived in this country for generations, occupying space in all the locations, New York, Miami, LA, Detroit, Chicago, even if he's wearing a dashiki and sporting an afro. And if you go to Africa in search of your race, you'll find out quick, you're not an African American. You're just a black American in Africa taking up space.
And we are not Africans. We are not African. Are you an African, baby? I'm not no African. Nigga, you a lime.
Yeah. Conscious. Matic. Alright, so far where I come from. I sit and wonder about the times that it made sense, but nowadays I don't worry about what's past tense. My younger days I used to hang around with mad friends. If we just fell out, I don't really know what happened. A lot of people come around and keep you stagnant, distraction. So yeah, don't show them no compassion. We was really out here grinding, really rapping, stacking them Franklins, them Grants, and them Jacksons. Imagine if we would've never chased our passion, we probably would've never knew what happened. They was all just talk, we showed action. Once they leave, don't you let them back in. Just pack up all their stuff and send them packing. I'm blacking on anybody thinking they could act up with me. This vibe ain't for free, cause where I'm at in life, I'm only focused on me. Note the self, know yourself, focus on your health. They don't wanna help, then fuck it, do it by yourself. Don't give them no excuse to put you on the shelf. If it's me, myself, and I, then it's no one else. Yeah. Self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Love yourself.
Yeah, practice what you preaching, but clearly they not practicing entitlement and pride. Yeah, those two things they factor in. Spiral out of control just from all the bantering. When they accustomed to talking behind your back with all that chattering, I remove myself before I abuse myself. Talk about self-love, but you gotta do it yourself. Yeah, I won't act too good for no help. We all healing now. Said some things about me that ain't true. How you feeling now? Even at my lowest, they tried to find a way to bring me down. Big y'all up for years, ain't talking just the brand or the sound. I don't throw things around, I do it from the heart proud. Mama just wanna see her sunshine, removing them dark clouds.
Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Love yourself.
Hey now.
Yeah. Conscious.
Hey y'all. What's good, y'all? Hey now. Let me get this stuff down here. Let me get it down. Let me take it down so I can see y'all. Let's see. Boing, boing, boing. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Hey, y'all. What's good, y'all? What's good? Hey. So, smash the like button, y'all. Hey, John. D. Allen, Warren. Lady Moon. Hi, Judy. Julie, how you doing? Mers. Hey, Demisha, and Can't Touch This. Hi, hey. So I'm gonna go into a couple of things that I feel is necessary to get into. Smash that like button. Damn, I got all my YouTube people watching. Yes, I streamed over there. So I want to get into why I'm starting to think that the Moors are the African Americans. I'm starting to think that based on research. Then I'm gonna talk about this gangster prison guard, and why why I feel that our ancestors joined the Union Army. I'm, this is all, you know, we never really had a chance to think politically about, you know, why would our ancestors join the half of our ancestors would join the union, another half wouldn't. So we'll get into some conversations about that. And also this food poisoning that killed this nurse and patient that ate the same damn chicken sandwich. How about that? A 50 something year old mom with 5 kids, and she looks as though she may be a black European from the UK. And this is why I don't eat out and no more. I can't do it. It's very bad. And the patient, her and her patient, died from eating the sandwich that they got out of the nursing home. So I'm going to read that. But first, let me get into a few things that I was thinking about. And it took me a while to think about what the hey smoke, what the hell, this dumb fool, YK was talking about my family and me changing the Indian thing. And then I thought, oh, I know what he's talking about. I When I was on Bab's channel, I created a real quick tree, and I just did my mom's side, but I didn't go all the way out. I only went out to 1872. I stopped. The people above it are not my people. But then he said something about me changing my family to Indian, and now I know what he's talking about. And I'm going to show you that now. That's a feature. Anybody could update information. He's so stupid. This is why I said I'm starting to think that YK is Jamaican, because he's starting to act like a Jamaican. And I wonder if he would confess one day that he's Jamaican on Bab's panel. He don't got to do it over here, but I'm starting to smell a little Jamaican in him, because sometimes, they appear to be fucking stupid as fuck. And I'm like, now I know what he's talking about. Y'all know I do genealogy, and that's my thing. I do genealogy. That's my thing. But I know what he's talking about, and I'm gonna show you the feature in Ancestry. Give me a minute, y'all, because I'm gonna pull it up. Hang on. Let's see. Let me pull it up. I know what he's talking about, and I'm gonna pull it up. I'm willing to bet, because this is the only way you could change something in Ancestry. So I know what he's talking about, but anybody could do that in the family that has access to the fucking tree. He's so damn stupid. Okay, let me open up this. Let me do this search. Okay, let me do the search. I know what he's talking about, but anybody could do this. He's so fucking dumb. All right, so let me share with you guys what I believe he's talking about, because this is the only change that you could, only thing I could think of that he's talking about, and I could be right. But this feature is in YouTube. I mean, I'm YouTube. Listen to me. In Ancestry. So you see right here, I'm gonna pull up a census sheet and pull up my grandfather. Now you see right here where it says Indian. Right here, that's what he's talking about. I changed that. They had him as black, and I went in there and updated to reflect that he's Indian. And anybody, you could do that, even with the gender. I changed it to Indian, and you could do it with gender. You could put male or female. You can delete the information, and you could fix it. So anybody in the family, like self or head of the household, married, they give you these options to fix. Like anything that has a link to it, like that on the bottom, you can update it and correct it with the right information. And anybody who has edit access to the tree can do it. Because over here, see, add or update information over here under the actual census. So if I click add or update, right, I could add my own. See, indicates required field. So say like I want to update his info, right? And let me see. I hope this is letting you see me do this. Yeah, okay, it is. And I want to reason. Say reason transcript error, incorrect image, information not transcribed. I could change this to Indian like this. Okay? And I could just put transcript error like that. I don't know, like, and then submit alternate. Like, I just fixed it. So now that's what I think what he's talking about. But that option is open to everybody. And so he thinks he got something and he actually doesn't. So this is what I mean when I say motherfuckers is stupid. Listen, I have years of experience of utilizing these different let me close that out. These different I have years of experience of using these different search engines, whether it's online or going inside a state library. I'm very fluent in it. So he's dumb as fuck. So he went over there and made a video, but I let him make it, honey, because I give them fever. So sorry, YK. I'm sorry to fuck your world up, but it just shows how stupid you are. Anybody that has an Ancestry account and makes a tree can do that. Not only Sister Bethy. So that feature is there to update and put corrected information. So that's what he's talking about. My family are not blacks; they're Indians, and that's what I put. You're damn right. Give me some fire if you think I'm not within my rights to put down who the hell we are. We Indian, not text, correct? When you do that too, hey, buddy, hey, original intellect. So give me a one if that's not something we can do. I mean, you should be able to do that too. Anybody should. Shit. They give you the option to do it, so change the shit and correct it. Facts. Smash that like button. Hey, girly. So that's number one. Number two, I know I'm giving these fucking Pan Africans fever because Chris Harris literally went to our website, okay, why a website, and gave his name. You can't make this shit up. He gave his fucking name. Let me see if I can pull this shit up. You can't make this shit up. I'm like, what the hell? He went on our website. Let me blow it up. This is how the jealousy and hate of our movement as a tribe. And we do have a flag. Let's see. We are growing. Okay, I could do a share screen. He lucky Chief Elise didn't catch this fucking message. I'm glad I caught it before she did. Because she'll write him a whole letter calling him every goddamn name in the book except what his mama named him. Oh, God. I'm glad she didn't catch it. So look what this little idiot wrote. All right, let me blow it up a little bit more. Because you can't make this shit up. This little windbag went on my fucking our website. Why is website? Oh, okay. He fills out the form. Chris Harris to get on our distribution list. He gives his email, okay, and his telephone number. Jackass. And then he fucking writes, I have some great info on black Indians. Please reach out, dumbass. Okay? He writes, dumbass. So I'm like, you can't make this shit up. The hate is real. I'm doing my motherfucking job. Then you got PNF, who, is like, has a great attraction to men. And, let me see. I got to pull these up. I got to make sure they're in order. We'll go over all this stuff. Who's, let me stop sharing, who seems to be maybe attracted to me. I don't know. He got a little feminine ways in him, but he's not minding his business. Executive sessions. Hi. Hey. Hey, Rodney, baby. John. So randomly, I don't even say nothing to this dude, PNF, because I don't know him. But he feels the need to say shit to me. So Willie just said, you know what, babe, let me handle it. So I let him deal with it. But he's associating me and Dane, which is great for me because fucking make me famous. I mean, the severe jealousy and hate every time you say something to me, you got to mention Dane's name. I'm sorry if Dane is giving y'all motherfucking nobodies that ain't doing nothing fever. I'm sorry. But guess what? You want to know the great thing about Dane? He actually has a following. All you got is your damn miserable own life. He has a following. He has people that believe in him and his wife's hard research. They wrote books, literally, and they're making sales on them books. I know because I bought every motherfucking one of them. Okay. Thank you. You jealous of them? You have been from what I've been in YouTube for 5 years. And y'all, it's not one day a nigga can't keep his name out their mouth. And it's jealousy. That's jealousy. And the thing about it, it's not a white person coming up messing with him like y'all always blaming the white people for shit. Okay? It's niggas hating on him. You can't keep his name out your mouth. He don't even be thinking about y'all. He don't hold no fucking segments about y'all. He continuously lecturing about our history, current event, past events. That's what he does, him and his wife. And you got his name in your mouth. He don't hold no fucking segments about you. He probably don't even know your dumbass PNF. And you're jealous. You're very jealous of this man. And that's sad. But he's making y'all look stupid as fuck. He is. Because when he go live, he got mad people in his audience. When you got a YouTube channel and don't really have no fucking audience, you really need to think about what you're doing wrong and why nobody's listening to you. Like you, Chris Harris, and you, YK. Nobody's listening to you. You get a few little views. Nobody's listening to you. You know why I know nobody's listening to you? Because you have to come out your community and into Indian community to start shit. That's why nobody's listening to you. We're fucking things up for you, teaching our history, and it's bothering you, people like you and Chris Harris. Y'all are loser brothers. Losers. You, not a coincidence. YK, all of y'all motherfuckers. Let me tell y'all bastards something. I've been in YouTube for 5 years. Wire was established in 2021. We're still standing. It's fucking 2024. We are a growing tribe. We have a flag. We're humble. We ain't no cult like the Moors, Science Temple and the Moors. That's not us. We're into positive things. Things you don't know about because you're not part of us. And it's none of your fucking business what our tribe does. Just we know that you're jealous because you always got our tribe in your motherfucking mouth. We're trying to help our people establish things because it's something they haven't done since Black Wall Street. And that's the problem in our community. That's the problem right there. which brings me to why I really feel strongly. I understand now. I'm every day I'm understanding, because as a people, hey Amani, hey Chiapas, as a people, we really didn't study politics in our history from a political perspective. We're doing that now. We are very behind as a people. We don't have shit because we don't go for shit. We don't stick together like the other people. So you're very jealous of the other people. There's no reason why there's so many millions of us and we don't have anything. That's our fucking fault. We're all divided as a people. We're divided. And I don't think it's ever going to get better. I don't believe it is. Just like you spend your life torturing and downgrading and killing each other in our community, it works in everybody that comes over here's favor, because it's more space for them when you're dead. So I know we're never, ever, ever going to come together as a people. I don't even foresee that coming. And normally I could foresee things coming. Me personally, I don't want to do business with African Americans. I don't want to do business with them. African Americans. You African Americans are foreigners to this land. You are. And I think the inner city hoods in all the states across America would be a lot better if the government got together and put your asses on a ship and sent you all back to Africa. Just put you over there and leave you there. That way the killings and murders will go down in our community. They will go down drastically. Now, drugs and drug habits don't have a color or a race. All of us across these states, no matter what our race is, are affected by someone in our families that have drug addictions. But the murders in our community, we're responsible for that. So I think really you can't even complain about Mexicans, Haitians, and other people coming across the borders. You have no right to claim, because you're a foreigner too, and you got here. And I don't believe you got here by force. I believe you're hungry, shit-eating ass from Africa. Voluntarily came over here because you was hungry. You got tired of eating lions and tigers and bears. So you brought your funky ass over here on a slave ship. How about that? But I can see why our ancestors chose to join the union, half of them anyway. Because look at it, it's people like you and all the murders and crimes in our communities that affect all of us. And all of us are judged based on your behaviors. I'm talking about the negative, ugly behaviors in our community. We as brown people, whether we're Indians or people from Africa, we're judged by society based on your behaviors in our communities. The killings of each other every day in every state, there's a murder in our community. A black kid killing a black kid, or a black guy killing his woman and the kid. The shit is rising up higher now with black guys killing their significant other and the fucking child as well. And y'all suck. So this is why I say they should just put you over in Africa in an unincorporated, uninhabited land and just leave y'all fucking asses there. So I'm down with signing a petition to get African Americans brought back to where they came from. Fuck the spit test. When you get there, you can find out which tribe you belong to. You're talking about Mexicans coming over the border. Um, they're from the Americas, from this continent, South America. They've always foreigners, from South America, North Central and South America always came across those borders. That's nothing new. We're doing business with them before the colonizers came. We traded with them first. So Mexicans come over here so they could take care of their fucking family. I don't know why you're complaining as a motherfucker that be on YouTube from 6 a.m. to 6 the next day. Some of y'all motherfuckers don't even get no sleep. You fall asleep on YouTube. And you wake up on YouTube. So why are you complaining about the people coming over the border? Because guess what? They're coming over here to get jobs so they can take care of their family because your stupid ass is on YouTube all fucking day. All day. 24/7. You're on YouTube. Seriously. If it's like that, you could be on YouTube 24 fucking 7 and not take your funky ass and get a job. How about looking for a job from working from home since you want to be on the fucking internet all day? And it's embarrassing when you say you have a wife and you're on fucking YouTube 24 hours a day. That means you're the bitch. You're home being the bitch. At least that's what it appears to seem like. Unless your ass is on some fucking disability for drinking and fucking your liver up. And now you got some Neanderthal taking care of your funky dusty ass. So you Moors, y'all the African American as far as I'm concerned. You talk about all the structures you built, but there's no prints or anything left that shows PNF, more specifically, that you built something. You ain't built shit. First of all, let's get that straight. You didn't build not one structure, not one pyramid in the United States. And if you did, prove it and show your work. Y'all dumb motherfuckers ain't even got no trades. Because you be on YouTube all day. You can't even change a fucking doorknob. So how you going to build a pyramid in a building? You ain't built shit. And you talking about bragging about shit that was done how many thousands of years ago? You weren't there to build it. You just lived to talk about it through passed down information. You're an embarrassment to your ancestors if your ancestors did build it. Well, that's what brings me to maybe y'all Moors are the African Americans that built shit over here and came over here as slaves to build those structures, you Moors. Because the Indians was doing it first. Yeah. And it wasn't y'all. When they say Indian not taxed in the Constitution, it doesn't say Moor not taxed. Let's just put that out there. Nothing says Moor, nothing. Only the paperwork y'all make up. That fraudulent shit. So you can go and keep doing and make videos and making me famous. But PNF, leave me alone because you don't know me and I don't know you. Really, really. That's why Willie dealt with you today and not me because you don't know me. And I never ever say anything to you. So just leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't fuck with people that I don't care too much about. I stay away from them. I isolate. So give me that respect because I don't fuck with you. I don't do builds about you because I don't know you. And Chris Harris, you're a little funny looking fat ass. You don't know me. For real. None of y'all do. I know y'all real mad and jealous because my shit don't stink. And you mad. So leave me alone. Because I don't come in your world. You make videos about me. You make me famous. That's because you're jealous and you can't get in. And again, you will not get access to my newspaper because I don't like you, Chris Harris. It's locked. There's an access code that subscribers get. You're not going to be a subscriber. You're not going to be able to have access to it. So stay out our business. Worry about your own fucking business and your own life. You're stupid. YK, you're still growing. You're a young kid as far as I'm concerned. And you're stupid. Very stupid. Hey, Brother Wolf. Hey, Patrick. King Hot. Who else got here? You know what? I'm just gonna let your little stupid ass stay there. I'm gonna let your stupid ass stay there, Dr. Swindle Hoodwink. Cause you know you don't have a life. No, Conquer Gaming. Our doors are actually closed to the public. We have enough members. Amani, babe. Hey, beautiful. So, this brings me to the next thing. This idiot talking about the colored troops. Again, you are not going to disrespect my ancestor because you're mad. See, they was looking for something to say African and they couldn't find it in my family. But this is my grandpa, quite a few of us. He was in the 33rd United States Colored Troops. Throw up some fire, y'all, for my grandpa. Okay. Private rank of private, Savannah, Georgia, for the 33rd Registered U.S. Colored Infantry. Road dated Savannah, Georgia, May 3rd, 1865. He was born in Washington, Georgia. He was 35 years old. He was a laborer, listed April 17th, 1865. Now, he was a laborer in 1865. He was enlisted in Savannah, Georgia, and he was enlisted for 3 years. He had black eyes, y'all. Black hair. His complexion was black. His height was 5'7". And he mustered in May 3rd, 1865 in Savannah, Georgia. All right. And his giant at the bottom. So don't be hating on my ancestors who were in these goddamn infantries. Let me see. Let me get back to where y'all are. So he hating. That's my grandfather, and I'm proud of him because he's Georgia born. So you know they Creeks and Cherokees over there. I already looked at the area that he lived in at the time of the Indian Removal Act. And he was in between two tribes, Cherokee land and Creek in Georgia. So I'm proud of my family. And you better believe it. It said colored troops, nigga, not African troops. Can I get a check? Can I get a check? It said colored troops, not African troops. And I'm proud. I am proud of my grandfather. I'm proud of him. I had to look into why he chose to join the Union side back during that time. It was probably the safest thing to do, because if back during that time the niggas was like they is today, I'd probably be a motherfucking Union troop too. For real, for real. So I'm proud that he took in part in, you know, rebuilding this country. And to me, that's a beautiful thing. It's either you're going to rebuild the country or you're going to allow it to fall down. He was he took interest in rebuilding the country. And I'm proud that my third generation grandfather, okay, decided to be a part of rebuilding the country, reestablishing it. That's a positive thing. Seriously, because I read a lot of news articles from back during that time, how we Indians, and it literally said Indians, was going around raiding people's plantations, stealing corn and shit and maize. Remember them articles I read back, I think it was last year or the year before, how these Indians that, you know, gave up their land and they ran out of shit. So they was running around robbing different plantations like we do today. Shit ain't changed. So you're seeing Indians running around raiding people plantations, okay, and getting a hookup from people that's on the plantation. Because I read something that was laughing, because the Indian, went on the land and said, "Is your master home?" Our master was her father. I read that. I'm gonna go back and find it again. And she told him no. And he asked her to give her some of the corn and some other shit. And she gave it to him. And he ran in the woods. And he said to her, don't tell nobody you see me. So he was probably a runaway nigga who had like a contract or a servitude contract. And he was running from it. That's what he was doing, because he was a runaway. But she hooked him up, gave him some food, and he went off into the woods and dipped. So I thought that was interesting. So shit was going on back then like that. And they wanted to get a more established country where they have officers to protect the municipalities that they changed them into. Because prior to that, they were territories. And they wanted to redevelop it. So I'm proud of my third generation grandfather. I really am. And them wasn't no fucking Africans. He was not a slave. I don't have slavery history in my family. All I have is they ever did was work on their farmlands. They were agricultural people. And yes, my family, like I said, they got burnt out of their home because the chiefs was selling land. And if our house was on the land within the boundaries of the surveying of the land, they had a right to make you leave if your chiefs sold your land. And that's why a lot of the Indians was angry and fighting, because that's what was happening. When they sold the land, they didn't say, oh, but this little piece where this house is not your land. So if they sold it to somebody and that person wanted you to get off the land, you had to go. And that's the shit that was happening. The chiefs wasn't telling us that they sold the land, right? And instead of, saying, well, this portion I can't sell because my family's here or whatever is living in this section of the land. They just sold the whole thing. Next thing you knew, somebody was knocking on your door saying you got to get out because they bought the land, which included the portion that your home was on. Or they just stole it being evil for public domain or whatever. because after the uh, um, Civil War or the Indian Removal Act, whatever state wherever you were, you became a citizen of that state, and whatever laws, municipal or state laws or policies, it applied to you because you automatically became an Indian citizen. Which brings me to talk about why Indian not taxes in the Constitution. Because when you are looking up, let me show you something. Let me just do this really quick. Oh, wait a minute. I think I found it. Right here. Let me blow this up and then do a share screen. Okay. So, this is the part where I say, okay, all the Indians that decided to go to Oklahoma, they went on ahead and they left. Okay. The majority of them stayed. They were not leaving their homelands. So the Constitution is made. It was already made. And it stipulated Indian not taxed. And now I have an even much better understanding. They're not talking about the 5 civilized tribe governments, because they were not citizens within the United States. And this is where you get a even better understanding of that. Um the United States federal maintains a government to government relationship with the 574 federally recognized Native American Indian tribes and Alaska Native tribes. Under U.S. law, Native American tribes are distinct, independent political communities. Okay. So they're not even within the boundaries of jurisdiction of the individual states. The tribes deal with the federal government on, because you got two governments. You got the federal government and you got the Indian government. They have a government to government relationship. They have their own citizenship, their own courts, their own everything. So Indian not taxed are the ones that remain, because we didn't do fiat. We didn't. Indians that remained, our lifestyle was agricultural. And so not being able to tax us was burdensome, because so many of us, like, we outnumbered them. All the Indians that remained, we outnumbered them. We're not native. No, we're not. We are not Native American. We're not Native Americans. We are aboriginals. We are Indians. We are we are the Indians that remained. And that's a fact. So we are the Indians that remained. And I already showed you this a million times. Let me see. Here we go. I'm just going to read the highlight. Under these treaties, the Indians were to give up their lands east of the Mississippi in exchange for lands to the west. Those wishing to remain in the east would become citizens of their home state. Obviously, the majority of our families remained in the east, and we automatically became citizens. Well, when we remain, just because we remain doesn't take away the fact that we're Indians. Yeah. Like I said, this conversation was between white people and black people. Going to Oklahoma, and us too are Indian chiefs. stayed. They didn't go. They was calling the shots and making the laws and all that. This clearly explains why, when it came to Reconstruction time, like 1865, the Civil War. So now I see my grandfather, my third generation grandfather, with the um register with the 33rd Colored Infantry, okay, on the side of the Union to rebuild the country, to change it from what it was, okay? And a lot of our ancestors were part of that infantry. So, that being said, you have us and you have white people. So, who the fuck went to Oklahoma? No other race. They weren't Asians here yet, or people with Asian like features, where they were pushed to Oklahoma. That was us, our people. That's why there were so many of them. Indians, enslaved Indians, and Indians also sold Indians. You can look that shit up. We did. You had women buying husbands. Yes. And being the owner of their husbands. I showed you that in Virginia. And women selling their husbands because they didn't want to be with them no more. I read y'all all that, all this. This is the shit that was going on in the South. And being able to do that, a woman owning you, a woman owning her husband. Come on, what man wants to live like that? So someone in that position where women own you, and you know how men are, our men are, they're still the same. He probably want to creep around the corner and get some booty, and his wife was like, you know what, I'm getting rid of your ass. And she was able to do that. So why wouldn't somebody's granddaddy like that would not want to join the 33rd Colored Infantry? So this bitch can't sell him. Y'all follow me? So I'm going to join it because I want to get out of this shit. I want this bitch owning me. Listen. Okay? So that's I'm learning, I'm looking at the different situations and predicaments people were put in under the Southern Confederacy, and wanting to get out and say, you know what, I want to get out of this shit. I'm going to join the Union. And this is why you see this rally here. I had that up. I believe it's still here. Hang on. Yes, here it is. This is why you have this rally where, let me take down the banner for a second. This is why you have this rally, them recruiting. They're in South Carolina. This is on a plantation in South Carolina. And these brothers, these colored troops, are recruiting other brothers to come in. Because from what I'm looking at, that was a pretty fucked up way to live. When a woman can own you, or vice versa. And your parents, and wanting to get away from your parents, emancipating from them. So I could see that. And then you have this where they literally are telling the same troops, come and join us, brothers. They wanted to build something to change the lifestyle in the South. Change it. So they joined the Union. I mean, we can't think of all the work. I mean, I understand that our family lived an agricultural lifestyle because it was healthy. We was getting the best of all fruits and vegetables. And we, had our own chattel. We had our own produce, everything. We had our own meat because we had our own animals. We fished. We lived that life from the land. But then the conditions that you were living in, everybody gets tired of being tired. I mean, I can only say because I was always born, you know, with an opinion because the North is a little different from the South when it comes to speaking up and speaking your mind. I mean, we did have our little old fashioned laws that I learned of that was really funny that my state shared with me. You couldn't kiss. I mean, shit was so strict down here. You couldn't kiss your spouse on Sundays because it was a holy day. How you gonna tell Indian he can't do that? And you know Indians like to moose all damn day, 3 or 4 times a day. And you're gonna tell him you one of the laws in Connecticut was you could not kiss your spouse on Sundays. And see, we're so frequent up here with our we're so frequent with our mouths as women up here because the women do get a lot of leeway with our mouths here in the North, whereas the South, they're a little more humble to their husbands when to fire off at the mouth. But me, I couldn't imagine being born and in that time when they had that law, you couldn't kiss your spouse on Sunday. I mean, like, how about we don't kiss them motherfuckers on Friday, which is payday either. That's the North. But I'm just saying. So, but the South had it really bad. I mean, ownership. A woman owned her husband and she sold him when she got tired of him. And when they sell them, you don't know who the hell you going to. That's crazy. So I don't think that the way the men are in my family, because there's so many, we have so many predominant men in our family. I don't think none of the men in my family could live like that with no bra owning him. That's just not going down because the way my family is. For real, for real. They ain't going for that. I know it. I know it. And I come from a family where they had, my second no, third great grandmother, she had 13. Oh God, I forget now the treat. Yeah, 13 damn kids. I salute anybody who got more than one kid. No. I can't do it. That's why I only have one. I can't do it. Oh, I don't have the patience. Back then it was a little different because you were home. You all had jobs. I can understand that lifestyle. I can. But life and things have changed in my era compared to that era. Shit, when I was 21 and 23, I was going to the club. I was not gonna be coming off no plantation, then get dressed and go to the club. No. So what you're not accustomed to, it's hard to imagine. So that said, I'm not even gonna, these niggas, they don't mean nothing to me. So I let them play with their own little fucking um era era. And I don't care if their asses don't never bring their asses back over here. Because, so many years now, it's 5. Motherfuckers been trying to break up. Why they can't? Why it's not going nowhere? We're not going anywhere. And I say this and I mean this shit to the core of my being. If I lost 1,000 members right now, we would still stand. Because guess what? I still gonna have members. So anybody trying to do that shit, you might as well stop. Because you fucking stupid. For real. Y'all just, what it is, you need to figure out how the fuck did I get a tribe? Because you're stupid, you're ignorant, and you with the bullshit. That's why you don't have a tribe. That's exactly why. And nobody trusts you. You're not worthy of being trusted. That's why you don't have a tribe. That's why you can't get people to assimilate with you and go do nothing. Because you suck. And nobody likes you. Nobody trusts you. And you're more. What the fuck do you want me to do? And you're definitely not going to get nobody to get down with you because nobody's watching your channel. Nobody cares. Over here, nobody cares about you either. For real. You're an African American, so nobody over here is African American. We Indians over here. Understand that. We Indians. And we are living within ourselves. We Indians. And we're standing on who we are. You can indoctrinate other people, but you can't fuck with us no more. Because once we learn our history, we do our genealogy, and we understand we're not Africans. Okay? Our people were indoctrinated by the United States education system, by the news media, by the movies. That shit is over for us who have declared who we are. And we're no longer living in the life of being called a black, a nigger, a Negro, a African, or African American. Not that I hate Africans. I don't know them like that. But that's not who we are. We are people where our identities were stolen. And we stand on it. We know it. The society knows it. It's no secret anymore for a very long time. So once that Indian connects with his dead ancestors, it's a fucking wrap. They're never going to turn back to calling and identifying themselves as Africans and African Americans. The minute they connect with their ancestors, the curse is over. That's why we're still standing here as Indians. And that's what people like you need to understand, YK. This is why I said I know you're Jamaican, because a lot of y'all are, and I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. So stop coming over here, interfering in our life. We've connected with our ancestors. We don't connect with Africa. And we're not going to connect with Africa based on no fucking spit test like your dumbass do. We know who we are. We know what happened to our blood lineage as a people. We understand that. We know it. We know our land was taken from us. Society knows. So there's no debate for me and you. It's baseless and useless to debate with you. You're a waste of my time. None of my subscribers are going to take any interest in you. None of y'all. So forget it. I deal with all kinds of fucking white people. All people across these states. All races. And they have no interest in y'all motherfuckers. So you're not going to be able to pull up my audience. So forget it. I let you come over here. Ain't nobody subscribing to you or nothing. So back up. Stay with the African American community. I would hope that the United States government and our senators really work with Africa to get y'all back over there. Just abruptly take y'all out of here. Because we have the servicemen now who could grab you up unwillingly and voluntarily take you out of here and put you over there in Africa to live. And I would hope something like that could happen because our crime rates in our inner cities will go down. Our children that play hopscotch and jump rope, we don't have to worry about them getting shot in the head by y'all stupid motherfuckers. So that would be a good thing if they got you out of here. A lot of crime would go down in the inner cities. Since you claim to be African, you should go over there and proudly be over there. That would be really nice. Because I'm tired of being mistaken to be you. Understand this. I'm tired of being mistaken and stereotyped to be you. You. All right, give me a minute, y'all, and I'll be back and we're going to read some other stuff. So that's my message to the Moors, to the African Americans, to PNF, to YK, to Not a Coincidence, and Shay Sun. Now maybe they'll stay the fuck away from my channel because I'm not the bitch to play with. I'm not. Like I said to y'all motherfuckers, Ab Power has the great heart to deal with y'all. I don't tolerate y'all niggas. I lecture. You don't like my shit? Don't watch my fucking channel. Because this is one place I'm going to be me. I'm in my comfort zone. I'm not at work dealing with motherfuckers. I'm not at work. I'm home. I'm in my comfort zone. And I can speak my Indian language like I want to with my community. You don't like how I'm conversing with my community? Don't watch my fucking channel. Because this is the multicultural channel. Hey, motherfucking body is over here from other races, other states, other countries. That's my show, nigga. All right, y'all. Give me 3 minutes for a little break, and then we're going to move into our next, the other things that I want to read and get into. Hey there, Copper. Hey, Sachi. Copper Aborigines. Hey, y'all. I'll be right back, y'all. Give me a minute. right, y'all, I'm back. So let me pull up this document that I wanted to read to y'all. This article is crazy as hell. Well, let's go. Oh, come on. Where'd it go? Here it is. Alabama guard accused of encouraging prisoners to murder organizer of strikes. Yo, an Alabama guard accused of encouraging prisoners to murder organizer of strikes. Lawsuit filed against Alabama Department of Correction alleges Jeremy Pelzer pushed inmates to kill Robert Earl Council. A lawsuit has been filed against the Alabama Department of Corrections, alleging a guard encouraged prisoners to murder an activist currently incarcerated at the Limestone Correctional Facility in Harvest, Alabama. The complaint alleges a lieutenant correctional officer encouraged other prisoners to murder Robert Earl Council, a lead organizer in the 2022 Alabama prison strikes. And this is what they're saying. He's saying in quote, even if y'all killed him, I'll make sure nothing happens to y'all. Jeremy Pelzer told Crips gang members at Limestone Prison in June, according to the lawsuit. That shit is crazy. Fair use. I want Robert Council. I'm tired of this bastard and all his lawsuits, Peltzer allegedly told another prisoner in 2019. What kind of shit is that? Council is at a substantial risk of being assaulted or murdered by Lieutenant Jeremy Pelzer, other Limestone Correctional Facility Limestone officers, or inmates who act at their behest and who have constant access to the solitary confinement cell where plaintiff counsel is housed at Limestone. According to the lawsuit filed in Alabama this month, an evidentiary hearing is scheduled for November. The United States Department of Justice has sued Alabama's prison system over widespread violence in its prisons, excessive use of force, severe overcrowding, and understaffing in violation of the United States Constitution's ban on cruel and unusual punishment. Prisoners have documented widespread negligence of medical care, and the number of prison deaths in Alabama has soared in the past 2 years. Alabama prisons are the deadliest in the United States, and conditions have only worsened since the Justice Department began pursuing action against the state. The lawsuit seeks preliminary relief from the Retaliation Council is alleging and to transfer him to a different prison for his safety and out of long-term solitary confinement. He has been in solitary confinement since October 15th. Limestone, a maximum security facility, is the largest prison in Alabama state system with a capacity of 2,086 prisoners. Damn. Limestone has a decade-long ongoing pattern and practice of imposing solitary confinement without due process, the lawsuit alleges. As an example, the lawsuit cites the 2.5-year-long solitary confinement of prisoner Juan Capos from January 2021 to October 2023. The purpose of filing the lawsuit is to draw attention to the Alabama Department of Corrections direct targeting of organizers who are working inside the ADOC. It's to highlight and bring a stop to the direct targeting of inside organizers. And Andrew Manifi, a civil rights attorney representing counsel, organizers who are working on the inside to bring attention to ADOC's corruption should be granted whistleblower protection to prevent the dehumanization and murder of those who come forth to speak out. Counsel has been in prison at Limestone since 2019, where the lawsuit notes he has filed or assisted in filing numerous lawsuits and grievances about abuses within the Alabama Department of Corrections and retaliation he and other prisoners have experienced for speaking out against the rampant issues within Alabama's prisons. The lawsuit also alleges correctional officers routinely use fabricated disciplinary hearings to cover up abuses and includes testimony from two other people incarcerated there who echo allegations of excessive force. Counsel, who goes by the moniker Kinetic Justice, has for years led hunger strikes and peaceful actions against solitary confinement, retaliation, and abuse within Alabama's prisons. He could not be reached for comment, but in 2022, counsel said, they are not providing us with any adequate medical treatment or mental health treatment. We're not getting proper diets. We're not getting any of rehabilitation in these places. The lawsuit cites numerous allegations of retaliation and assault, including an incident in January 2021 where beatings by 4 correctional officers led counsel to lose consciousness and caused permanent blindness in his left eye. It also states that the ADOC's Internal Review Board had recommended counsel be transferred from Limestone for his own safety, but that recommendation was never fulfilled. In October 2023, the lawsuit alleges counsel was pepper sprayed and placed in solitary confinement based on a charge by correctional officers that he violated social media use policy within prisons. But the lawsuit claims the charges were known to be fabricated, as the cited evidence was a 3-year-old video at a different prison. If prior practice is any indication, ADOC will soon move to reclassify plaintiff counsel into closed custody, placing him in a solitary confinement for 6 to 18 months, alleged the lawsuit. The lawsuit cited several other threats from correctional officers toward counsel that included or alluded to his assault or murder. While solitary confinement is legal in the U.S., criminal justice reform advocates have sought to limit or end its use. Several states have enacted lawsuits restricting the use of solitary confinement and limiting its consecutive use. According to estimates from the nonprofit Solitary Watch, around 6.3% of the U.S. prison population, about 81,000 people, were locked in solitary confinement in state or federal prison on any given day in 2019. UN human rights experts have criticized prolonged use of solitary confinement, defined as lasting 15 or more consecutive days, as psychological torture. Facts. Solitary confinement is a moral catastrophe. UN experts have condemned solitary as psychological torture, and that's exactly what it is. This practice is traumatic for people subjected to it, harmful to communities, and isolating for loved ones. Moreover, it is disproportionately inflicted on black and brown folks, young people, LGBTQ, and people in other marginalized communities. Hey, I wonder who the brown folks are. Probably me, said the Congresswoman Cori Bush, who was introduced legislation who has introduced legislation to end solitary confinement in U.S. federal prisons. The Alabama Department of Corrections declined to comment on counsel's lawsuit and the allegations, citing policy for the department not to comment on pending litigation. Prisoners across 13 state prisons went on strike for 3 weeks from their prison work duties in September 2022 in protest of the poor conditions, with the strike ending as prisoners grew concerned over retaliation. So that is fucking crazy. That is that is off the chain, y'all. Off, literally off the chain. Hey, Elise, off the chain. I unbelievable. I always, even personally, thought that keeping somebody in a close confined room where both arms can touch one side of the wall and the other side, I think that's psychological torture. I don't think nobody should be in a closed environment like that, especially if there's someone who's diagnosed with claustrophobia. I've always thought that that was horrible. I did. I do. I always thought that was horrible. Um, if someone's placed in a room by himself inside like a room the size of a gymnasium, where you play basketball, that's a little different. Ooh, because it's big. Ooh, that's a little different. I think that's horrible. What are y'all's thoughts? I couldn't see what was going on in the chat room. Okay, yeah, they plan to kill prisoner. Yeah, I mean a guard, like giving one of them little crips a little damn, giving them a little thing. If y'all were to kill him, I'll make sure nothing happened. That's just like horrible. How are you a worker and saying that to inmates? I mean, quite a few of them in there are in there for murder, and you're gonna incite them, someone from a gang, to do that? Like, really? Don't change him to no another prison. Fire his ass and put him in jail right in the next room. For real, for real. That's terrible. It is. Now that is off the chain. That's off the chain. So I thought that was an interesting article. I'll copy. I'll put that in the chat room for you guys to read. But that's crazy. Um, so now I'm gonna read this one. This happened in the UK, which really, well, I told you we was just talking about this yesterday, I think, or the other day when I went live and said that I don't eat out. I can't. We are at a point where we really, really have to, and I mean we really have to cook at home. These 1990 babies, y'all got to start cooking. This was so sad. I'm going to read this. Manchester Royal Infirmary Hospital Hospital patient dies after eating chicken sandwiches suspected of containing listeria. Inquest hears. The woman with underlying health condition died days after eating the prepared sandwiches, prompting an investigation into a national listeria outbreak with cases outside the hospital. And this was just March 11th 2014, 3 days ago. Here's the picture of the nurse, Beverly Sowa, and Enid Heap, the elderly lady that was in the hospital. Er, So it goes on to saying, two women died after eating chicken mayonnaise sandwiches suspected of containing the bacteria Listeria at a Manchester hospital. And an inquest has heard. Beverly Sowa, 57, and Enid Heap, 84, were served the sandwiches on consecutive days while patients at Manchester Royal Infirmary, that the women with the underlying health conditions died days after eating the prepared sandwiches, prompting an investigation into a national listeria outbreak with causes outside the hospital. Listeria can contaminate many foods and can cause an illness called listeriosis, potentially fatal for people with weakened immune systems. Retired nurse Mrs. Sawa was admitted to MRI on April 15, 2019, suffering from advanced breast cancer. 2 days later, she was given the sandwich and died on April 26. There was no evidence of suboptimal care for Ms. Sawa apart from the hospital acquired listeria infection, the court heard. Miss Heap, a mother of five, was admitted to the MRI on March 25th, 2019, and was served the same type of sandwich on April 18th. She died on May 6th. The two women have been pictured for the first time since their deaths. Manchester coroner's court heard the source of bacteria linked to an external food supplier, not MRI's kitchen, not the hospital's kitchen, but it was linked to the food supplier. At the joint inquest for both women were lawyers for North Country Quality Food, based in Salford, which supplied the chicken sandwich to the Good Food chain, both companies having gone bust since the incident. Good Food Chain in Staffordshire made the sandwiches from its whole lot of good range and supplied them to hospitals. They made up to 40,000 sandwiches a day, supplying around 70 hospitals. Manchester City Coroner Zach Golenbeck said the case concerns the deaths of the two individuals for whom there is reason to suspect they died of a not notifiable disease, namely listeria. Mr. Gomelbeck said the primary hypothesis was the source of the listeria infection was the chicken sandwiches eaten by both women. The hearing was told the Manchester listeria outbreak had the same genetic link as another outbreak in Liverpool. The inquest is expected to last up to 5 days. So that's the end of that story. This is why I said, I can't be buying food out. I can't do it because this cross contamination and these pathogens and airborne pathogens. I mean, I know they want to say to hear some of it, but what's going on, the fact of so many people don't sanitize. This is why I can't eat people food, because people do all kinds of shit. All kinds of shit. Some people don't wash their hands before they even cook. Some people be having their hair um um out. So I can't. It's difficult for me to buy food out. I only buy French fries. But I remember I was so grossed out when I went to a what was it? A Subway. I think Subway, they should have caps on their head like they in the hospital nursing operating room. Grocery stores and hospitals should have them shits on their head. If you're gonna make them put a mask on their face, they should have them like surgical hats on when they're walking around in the grocery store or anybody serving food. Because when I went to Subway, I was so fucking pissed. I got a tuna grinder, and why I seen one string of hair in my food, I flipped. I flipped the fuck out. Because people nasty, they be having lice in their hair, anything. And I could have ate it. So I marched back and got my money back. I said, I want my money back. And that's it. I don't want shit from here no more. Once you do that one time, that's why I can't eat out. I take my ass to the grocery store and buy a bunch of cans of tuna fish and make my own damn grinder. We have to start doing it, y'all, because people nasty. These store owners, these food chains need to start caring a little bit more with sanitation. Your ass hair flying all over the place because you cute and stuff. Put that shit cap on like you in the hospital. For real. So nobody will have a piece of your hair in their head. And I don't like eating people food anyway, because people be having their dogs and cats running across the counter and shit. Monkeys. Fuck that. I can't do it. So I don't fuck with people because I'm OCD at the worst level ever. I'm OCD. I am. And I drive men crazy. Serious, because when I start wiping my walls and shit, I start freaking out when I see dirt and shit. Fucks me up mentally. I don't like it. But that's a crazy story right there. Copy. I'm gonna give that one to you to read. Oh, where is it? Okay, paste. Oh, y'all can have that one. So now, here's the last story I'm gonna read. That's another hot mess. Where is it? I think it's right here. Oh, this is so sad. This is just too fucking sad. I hope I can read this. Oh, here it is. So, fair use. Oh, let me put my little thing back up. It should have been up any damn way. I got it going across the top, but still, I like to have it up. I do. Sorry, y'all. Just to be safe. Enfield, okay? This is in Connecticut. Enfield ShopRite responds after Connecticut AA, NAACP claims employee was discriminated against for hair color. Okay. Um. Oh, I thought I was showing it. Share, damn. There it goes. Let me see. So, Enfield ShopRite responds after Connecticut NAACP claims employee was discriminated against for hair color. Okay, she had these braids in her hair, and it looked pretty. The Connecticut NAACP is saying a ShopRite employee um was asked to leave work on Tuesday because she had red coloring in her hair. Now, former NFL player and Bloomfield native Andrew Pinnock says his daughter was told to leave work at the ShopRite in Enfield because of the red twists in her hair. They they say the worker was 18-year-old Diora Pinnock, daughter of former NFL player Andrew Pinnock. On Wednesday, Andrew Pinnock was in tears as he, lawmakers, and local advocates spoke about the incident. He said Dior had been working at ShopRite for over 2 months. The NAACP is calling this a discriminatory action by management. They allege this act goes against Connecticut's Crown Act, which prohibits discrimination based on hairstyles commonly associated with people of color. Whew. Thank you for not saying fucking African American. Specific color of hair, however, is not specifically mentioned in the new law's language. The NAACP said they plan to hold a rally next Tuesday to voice their concern over Dior, how Dior was treated, and shed more light on the issue of discrimination. She came to work to do her job, and then ShopRite tells her that she must leave based on her hair. That should not be tolerated. Not here in Enfield and nowhere across America. Connecticut NAACP President Scott Esdale said, who's a Sunni Muslim. There's a point in time, and he's nice too. He's a nice man. He's a Sunni Muslim. There's a point in time where you have to stand up for yourself. You can't be pushed around, and you just can't let things slide. So that's what this stand was for, Andrew Pinnock said. Harry Garofalo, managing partner of ShopRite of Enfield, released a statement. ShopRite of Enfield has always been committed to creating a culture of inclusion and belonging for the associates we employ, the customers we serve, and the suppliers with whom we do business. All are to be treated with dignity and respect. We recognize that the movement to create respectful and open workplace for natural hair or crown is now the law in 24 states, including Connecticut. The Connecticut law prohibits race and national origin discrimination because of certain hairstyles, including wigs, head wraps, braids, cornrows, locks, twists, bantu knots, afros, and afro puffs. ShopRite of Enfield's policies and practices related to dress strive to be inclusive. These hairstyles do not violate the ShopRite of Enfield's dress code policy, and we do not believe that the law was violated. ShopRite of Enfield is committed to policies and practices that provide a full and fair opportunity for employment and career advancement without regard to race, color, religion, national origin, disability, sex, age, sexual orientation, gender identity, genetic information, or any other characteristics which our laws protect, the statement says. So that's the end of that. My only thing is, okay, that's good if you're fighting, for that. But um, the hair shouldn't even be a problem because I love my goddamn braids, you know. And with braids, that is not likely to fall in somebody's goddamn food or be in nobody's sandwich or on top of nobody's damn meat when they buy it. But um, I mm, I think that is wrong. That's terrible. But like I said, I still think people in grocery stores and restaurants should wear them damn hospital things on their head, the disposable ones. Because I can't stand when nobody, can't stand when nobody here fly around and get my damn food. I freak out. Sachi. Everything. Bantu is the Carrie tribe from America. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But yeah. Oh damn, I can't believe I was talking for a whole hour and a half. So I I will continue to make sure and do everything that I can. So time. Um to I would do everything that I can on my channel to instill in our people. I want our people to feel their ancestors. Once you learn and you understand these African, and they basically told us that we're making it bad for them. Okay, the Pan African community is saying that we Indians are making it bad for them because of what we're teaching. We have to tell the truth. You can live the lie. If you are African, then you fight for yourself. You're not going to take the original people of this land with you. Everybody is given an opportunity to self-identify now. Before, our ancestors were threatened when we said who we were. Now, people could be born a woman and turn into a man and vice versa. So, fuck that. We should be able to be who we really are. We can come from under the mask. We've been wearing the mask way before everybody else because we were hiding under the race identity of being black. And don't associate our people with descendants of Africa because we have beautiful brown skin. And when we stand in the sun, we're less likely to get skin cancer because our body relates with nature. You know, we as a people have gone through a lot of indoctrination. The news media and the music industry and the television, TV programs all made us feel so inferior. I was just sitting in here today watching old shows that we watched and when I was younger. I don't know how many people in here ever seen I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitch and Leave It to Be. No, I did, but I mean, My Three Sons. They didn't have no black people in none of them shows. I never seen a black person show up in I Dream of Jeannie. I don't even remember seeing no black guy or black woman showing up in the $6 Million Man or Wonder Woman. I ain't see no black chicks on Paradise Island. Everything we had to look at the white person as the as this idol. Little brown girls was so bad that they didn't want a black doll, a brown doll. They wanted a fucking white doll because that's what society did to our children. My grandfather David, huh? That nigga at Christmas, he brought us black doll babies. I ain't had no problem with the black doll baby. So this society doesn't realize what it has done to our kids. Now I know things are different today. They're very different today, and more opportunity is for our children today, and that's all good and cool. But there's a problem, and it interferes with our home life. We are teaching our children now who they really are. And I don't care what no politicians say. We have a right to be who we are. And I will not have people from this Pan-African and agent more community keep this bullshit. Bullshit. I don't give a damn. There is nothing in the United States that says anything about no fucking more. It is not a descriptive term. I don't care how you try to slice it. You can say what the fuck you want. We are not Moors. I think the Moors at this point are the African Americans. If y'all built over here and did all the work over here, then y'all was the fucking slaves. Y'all was the African slaves that came over and they made them fucking build them. How about that? I don't have a history of slavery. And if you were in power, how the fuck you lose it? There's no recording history of Moors being in power over here and running shit. No recorded history. And don't say they burnt the records, because there was no records for them to burn on y'all asses. You're not mentioned in no constitution at all. None. Don't come up with the peace treaty and all that shit. They do. I mean, they stand on African Americans so hard. They do. Them African Americans. You stand on that shit so hard. I think that this government, because we keep tolerating the horrible behaviors in our community every day. Every day it's just violent and it's just crazy. Young kids playing in the damn recreation gym. Now, when we was little and we went to after school programs, we didn't have to worry about nobody coming up in there shooting us up. Well, they did that here in Connecticut. Boy was playing in the recreation, 18 years old. They called them noodles. Let me go get that fucking article. Okay, here it is. And I know. Oh, let's see. Okay, yep, here it is. I found it. Let me share this. It's just shit. It's just like one of it's so fucking normal now that you don't even get numb. I'm so numb. Police, Bridgeport man waited for a victim at his home before killing him. For several hours, Romaine Morgan watched the home of 18-year-old Kejon Noodles Johnson before shooting him in the head through the back door of Johnson's Olive Street home, according to the police. Arrested at his Hancock Avenue home on Tuesday. The report states that 19-year-old Morgan confessed to killing Johnson, stating that the incident started as retaliation for Johnson robbing him in November. On Wednesday afternoon, Morgan, who had just been released from the hospital with both wristbands, was arraigned before Superior Court Judge Maureen Dennis on a murder charge. Assistant State's Attorney Stephen Logo urged the judge to set a high bond for his ass. These are very serious allegations, and the state has a very strong case against the defendant. That's just crazy. Bridgeport man sentenced to 35 years for killing former girlfriend. God damn. It's just like every other day. This shit is crazy. Bridgeport, before a packed courtroom, a local man was sentenced Wednesday to 35 years in prison for stabbing and strangling his former girlfriend to death. Police said 33-year-old Corey Ramos, who they said had a history of violence against women, killed 40-year-old Jennifer Bresford on October 18th, 2020, despite having two protective orders to stay away from her. Minutes after telling Superior Court Judge Tracy Lee Dayton that he thought the charges against him, murder and violation of a protective order, were too severe, Ramos begged the judge for forgiveness for what happened. Get your ass out of here. I'm sorry. I know everybody's hurting. I just got caught up in drugs. And because of my weakness, I wasn't able to keep it together, Ramos said. Dan said she appreciated Ramos's apology, but I always have a problem when someone says they are sorry for what happened. So the fuck do I? This wasn't an accident. This wasn't a mistake, she said. But for you getting caught as you tried to make your way to Canada, you wouldn't be sitting here. The person you claim you love so much, you murdered and left to die. The judge sentenced his ass to 35 years, followed by 10 years of special parole. She then issued a protective order barring Ramos from ever seeing the son he had with Brailsford again. And so he was jumped up and he was like, I can't see my son. That's right, the judge responded. As Belford's mother cried in the back of the courtroom, her father, Timothy Brailsford, tearfully told the judge of the devastation that the victim's death has caused the family. My heart is broken and I'll never be the same, he said. Then turning towards Ramos, he added, I hope you rot in hell. A remark that drew shouts from a large contingent of Ramos's family in the courtroom. Ramos's lawyer, I don't know why his fucking family wanted to yell. Police said neighbors told them they had often heard Ramos and Brailsford fighting. In August 2020, a neighbor said Brailsford had run to her home carrying the couple's 3-year-old, asking for help to get away from Ramos. That's a fucking shame. I can't even read no more. I can't. I'm sick of it. They just crazy. Who is this? Delete. I don't know who this clown is. We get all kinds of clown in here. I ban him, y'all. I got him out of here. But it's crazy. So, um, I I mean, I know that I always had, you know, like, like not so great feelings about Moors. It's just I feel that they are, if anything, in this community, um, and if anything that divides our community is the Moors and the Pan Africans. I feel that they are our enemies because we are not them. And I think that they're the problem in this community. I really do. And I'm sorry to say it. No, I'm actually not sorry to say it because I mean it. I think they're the problem in this community. That's the divide. That is the divide. And you see the divide because when you don't um agree with them or you don't believe all the shit they show and they try to claim, they don't they band together. And I see the difference. I see the huge difference in the communities that they be in. I do. And I understand. I understand that shit. I'm not I don't care. I just think that they're the dividers or they could be fucking agents. Who knows? I don't trust them at all. I don't like the shit that they spit out for our people to do because like I said, I'm still researching and I'm coming up with a lot of understanding as to why my family joined the union. And I see because of the severe need of civilization, even though we have civilization now, and it's so much in our communities have been like that for many, many years. We have always fought against each other. We did. Because if we didn't, there would be no peace treaties. And even those weren't honored. I'm sick of every time I look on Facebook and my community that some young Indian, okay, kid done killed another kid. And that fucking story that they keep dropping from the fucking 70s and 60s is just, I'm fucking tired of it. You know, they want to put a white man to blame with everything that goes on in our community. Okay. You come with the same fucking when a white man dropped guns and drugs and flooded our community with drugs. Well, y'all bitches is now flooding them. Because now y'all got connections with South America to get the shit over here and sell. So uh Ace the white man out. I'm tired of the white man did this and that. And y'all motherfuckers still sit on YouTube all day. And ain't no white dudes coming over here fucking with you. So I just can't. I can't. I'm tired of them. If they indeed are Africans and they're causing so much harm in the community and they're African Americans, then they're the ones that need to fucking go back to Africa because they're destroying our cities. They're destroying everything. If they're not from, if they, I don't care. It needs to be some type of legislation that ships their ass out of here. Connecticut did that shit back in the late 80s. They deported so many fucking Jamaicans. Yo, off the rip. They was not playing. Matter of fact, let me see who was governor back during that time. Ha! William O'Neill. Uh-huh. Could have been him. Let me see who came after O'Neill. I think Roland did. That's old. O'Neill. Yeah. Connecticut. What show? Set me on D. Connecticut. Yeah, I think it was Roland after. It could have been either Roland or O'Neill, but I wanted it could have been Governor O'Neill. But he didn't fuck around. And I think that was one of the best things they could have did because a lot of shit was going on back then. It was really bad in Connecticut. And they shipped, I mean, you would have think the motherfucking ship came from Africa. He deported so many Jamaicans up out of this bitch and sent them all back to Jamaica. They need to do that with these African Americans that's just destroying our community. I don't give a fuck if they were born here as citizens. Some law needs to be changed in the Constitution. Federal, U.S. Constitution needs to be changed. It does. They need to change it. So I don't know. I'm gonna open the panel because I've been rambling now for damn 2 hours straight. But I just had things that I wanted to say. And so now the Moors know how I really feel. So I'm just not gonna fuck with them no more. I don't be enough. I don't do that. Willie just told me to stay away from them, and that's what I'm gonna do. Because I don't go around them though. I tell Bay that all the time. I do not say anything to that nigga. None of them. Let me see. Copy. But the Moors, I'm sorry, they're not our people. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care how they try to put it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what A1 says. I don't care. I don't. They're not us. They're not us. And I think that they're the biggest problem in our community. Them and Pan Africans. To me, they're no different than the Pan Africans. I'm sorry. They're horrible for YouTube. There's the link. I'll play a little music and wait for somebody to come up. If not, I'm gonna get out of here because I really want it. I mean, I know people, say that I shouldn't, but I'm just sorry. It's just terrible, man. But I'll be right back.
ISO, Dama. Hey, it's so many lies, so many lies. Hey, it's so many lies, so many lies. Yo, it's so many. Hey, it's so many. Yo, it's so many. Yo, it's too many lies. Look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth. They know that. Knocking them down every time I step in the booth. We ain't gotta lie, they know we the vibe, we living in proof. It's young conscious, shoot my life a movie, I live in a spoof. Ain't no sticking around, I'm on the move, I'm checking the dudes. Yeah, it's only us two, so you know we copping that coupe. We on the roof, smoking dope, look at the view. Yeah, we used to chill on the stoop, now we out here breaking the news. It ain't what you really could do, cause we ain't got nothing to lose. We ain't switched side with no cruise, we just stayed out of the loop. Now we out here letting it loose, every shot we took it was swoosh. Gotta get it, ain't no excuse, ain't left to prove. Hey, yeah, hey, there's so many lies, so many lies. Hey, there's so many lies, so many lies. Yo, it's so many, hey, it's so many, yo, it's so many.
Yeah, ask them a real question, yeah, I bet it's all lies. Hey, they won't cross that line for a fact that's offsides. Hey, too much penalties when they run this back, yeah, it's fines. Hey, could've been here with us, but we do not force no vibes. Hey, she gon' ride the whip and let me park it in the driveway. They just want the praise like they Yahweh. Getting so much bread, yeah, the ride way. We done already won, yeah, that's worth the ride way. But they still lying right through their teeth, and they still hiding behind many truths. They was D9, watch my every move, tell them keep fine. Leave that shit on scene, I ain't replying. Less I know you, that don't mean I'm Hollywood. That just mean I'm Hollywood. All y'all, I probably stood on the falls, all cause. More times I probably should. I don't know nobody like us. You see how much time it took?
Yeah, hey, there's so many lies, so many lies, so many lies. Hey, there's so many lies, so many lies, so many, it's so many. Hey, it's so many, yo, it's so many. Hey, it's too many lies. Hey, yeah, ISO, Indies, Dama. ISO, Dama. Hey, it's so many lies, so many lies. Hey, it's so many lies, so many lies. Yo, it's so many. Hey, it's so many. Yo, it's so many. Yo, it's too many lies. Look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth. They know that. Knocking them down every time I step in the booth. We ain't gotta lie, they know we the vibe, we living in proof. It's young conscious, shoot my life a movie, I live in a spoof. Ain't no sticking around, I'm on the move, I'm checking the dudes. Yeah, it's only us two, so you know we copping that coupe. We on the roof, smoking dope, look at the view. Yeah, we used to chill on the stoop, now we out here breaking the news. It ain't what you really could do, cause we ain't got nothing to lose. We ain't switched side with no cruise, we just stayed out of the loop. Now we out here letting it loose, every shot we took it was swoosh. Gotta get it, ain't no excuse, ain't left to prove. Hey, yeah, hey, there's so many lies, so many lies. Hey, there's so many lies, so many lies. Yo, it's so many, hey, it's so many, yo, it's so many. Yeah, ask them a real question.
I have to agree with you, Sachi. I do. I do. I agree with you, Sachi. They're not. Yeah. I agree with you with that statement. I do. I really do. Mhm. What is that? I have to say that I agree. I don't think that they're good for our community. And when you don't believe in Moorish talk, I'm sorry. I don't see anything that says that they built all this shit. I believe the Indians here, the Indians to this landmass, the Moors are not the Indians to this landmass, and that's a fact. And doing my studies, like I said, I I I really I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know that they asked us was in the area that no, no. They the Indians that were already here built the pyramids. These Native Americans that you see, the ones that ran to the courthouse talking about in giving them the eviction notice, that's some bullshit. I'm talking about they stand behind their black brothers and sisters. That's because they know that we're if you're claiming to be us because you're stealing our blood. I'm serious. And that's a fact. It's just sending me text. Oh boy, what we got here? And I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I hurt people feel. Hey, Choctaw. I know, right? Okay. Um. Mm, 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 mm. Sorry, I was getting texts from my tribe members. It's crazy. Hey, Choctaw. I just don't, and they can't keep Dame's name out their mouth. They're very jealous of him. And I've come to that because I'm like, all right, Dane ain't nowhere in this community. He don't be on nobody's panels. Yet you got his name in your mouth because you don't watch a video that he did live. That's jealousy. And you know what it is? It's because your teachings and your lecturings and the shit you show, it don't top the interest that he sparks in us with the information that he shares with us. It's better than what you have to me. And I'm keeping it a buck. He's a better lecturer than y'all. He has a better audience than y'all. And I don't care. Say you don't care about no audience and all that stuff. That's a fucking lie. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Y'all did not build everything. Not no more. It's the Indians that was here. The Indians that was here were not identified as Moors. So that's a big lie. You ain't no better than the fucking Pan Africans, you Moors. And then you got a group of Moors that agree that they're from Africa because they are. Y'all are the real African Americans. Maybe y'all are the ones who came from out of Jamaica over here on the mainland to get jobs and shit. Maybe y'all are them. Really. Can be any race, ethnicity, or national. Yeah. Can you trust a motherfucker that can be any? Nope, you can't, Sachi. You cannot. What a more built anyway in America recently. In the last 50 years, where is the building at? Exactly. If they're the Moors, why they not building nothing? How come the United States don't? How come they're not sitting in the United Nations? I don't understand. I would never ever want to be under their government. I guess I would probably have the attitude for if they had another Union army join the army, join or die. I'll be taking action. I'll be heeding to them signs. I would join. Serious. If they ever say join, we are shortage of army people. Join so we can ship these African Americans back to Africa. I'd join to help do that. I really would. I would because I want to see crime go down in our community, and the only ones that's committing them are the Moors. Since you said all the people in the urban communities Moors, so I think we should start something where we get them out of here. They don't appreciate this country. Why? Because it's not their country. So we should send them African Americans back to Africa. Get them out of here, and the crime rate will go down. Every day it's a murder in our community. They should United States government should talk with African officials because there's a lot of land that's not occupied in Africa. Put their asses out there. Maybe they did do this at one point before. And if they did, do it again. I'll help with the forced removal of that just to get them out of here so they can go over there and people could bow down to them and look up to them because I don't look up to them. I don't look up to no Moors and no African Americans. I'm Indian and I'm proud to be one. Africans do my hair and they would say, "You're mixed." No, I'm not mixed. I'm not mixed. I'm Indian and I'm proud. So what I have curly hair is kinky too when it get wet. He used to call us, me and my sister, sideburns because we got such curly sideburns. I always had curly hair. I was born with it. That don't mean I'm mixed. Shit, I look like my daddy. No, the hell. More is. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Deanna. If we just get rid of the crime, I think we should just put them over there. Perhaps when they get over there and stay there, and since they know how to do so much uh living off the land, go over there and live off the fucking land. And then come in YouTube and tell us how you're doing. But I'm gonna get out of here, you guys. There's nobody exactly. Exactly. Choctaw. Arabs. The very way that guy, Duke of Tears, whatever his name is, with that damn turban wrapped around his head and the rhinestone in the middle of his head. Only people I see dressed like that is people from India that work in the gas stations and Arabs. That said they gonna be doing bad. Well, I think that's how that movie was. What was it? Uh, New York something, and they took all the gangs and put them somewhere. I think it was Warrior. Was that Warriors where they took all of them and put them in another country? What's the name of that movie, Willie? Where they took all the gangs, the bad people, and put them in another country. Was that the Warriors, or was it they? I forgot. Oh, Gangs of New York. That's right. Yeah, do that. Put them over in Africa. Just leave them there for their relatives. Right? Oh, Escape from New York. I know it was one of them back in the day, and they took them all and just put them all over there. I remember the Warriors was funny. Don't grow shit. They import dirt from America. I believe that because we was telling me something about there's no water and how I don't even see like even in their Bible when you read it the rivers when the earth was being created and stuff. I don't see any of those rivers over in the Middle East and stuff. The river Euphrates and all that. I think that's here. I really do because if you're Willie did make sense. He was like, if they can't do shit over there, how would they have the technology to make rivers? You know how you divide the rivers up. You have to be technology and have the resources to be able to do that. to divide the rivers to make the waters flow in different areas. They don't got shit over there to be able to do that. Yeah, Isaac Hayes and Kirk Russell. No, they don't. So if they can't make the man-made rivers and shit, like they didn't have the tools back then to do that. So how they gonna come over here and do that? I mean, we it's true we had to be so advanced because we had man-made rivers and we direct waters other different directions. They couldn't do that in Africa. They don't have enough water to do it. So and so that's my next question. How the fuck are they the motherland? And you can't even divide the rivers up. We do that over here. In any buildings that's up, it's in areas that have been colonized, like West Africa and Nigeria. They have nice buildings. But look at the rest of that fucking continent. All over North America, we have buildings and skyscrapers. Africa's just getting that shit. Because contractors go over there to do work. They get paid to go over there because one of my next door neighbors would go away for like 6 and 7 months to build in other countries, third world countries. And they got paid for doing that shit. I agree, certified. We feed the world. I agree. Main crop is corn. We feed the world. Yep. Yep. Maize was changed to corn. Yep. That's a fact. Hey, Guitar Cam. Yep. So I'm gonna get out of here, you guys, and just go and relax. I'm tired. I'm very tired. So I'll be back tomorrow with some really great slides. Tomorrow's Friday night. So it's always Friday madness. I'm gonna go lay back and I'm gonna watch Bro Sanchez. I'm already set upstairs. That's what I love. Hey Choctaw. They said he was gonna call me. So I'm happy about that. I'm a do a redirect to Brother Sanchez channel, y'all. Cause I already got my room set up. I already had my shower. I'm gonna go kick back and watch Sanchez. I hope he's still live. Let me see if he's still live before I do the redirect. I Because I know my audience will love his content. I know they do. Because he's very interesting. Yep, he's still live. So I'm gonna do a redirect, y'all. I love his title. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna do a redirect to Sanchez. Copy. Hang on, y'all. I'm gonna send y'all over to Sanchez because that's where I'm going. Let me figure out how to do this again. All right, I go here. I go to studio. I go to content. I go to the live. And I use the pencil to edit. Uh-oh, I did something wrong already. Wait. Oh no, I didn't. Um oh, okay. I go here. Wait a minute, I go to content. Then I go here. Oh wait, no, I'm on the wrong thing. That's why. My bad. Okay. I go here and do the redirect content customization. Then add redirect. There it is. Paste. Let's look that up. Yep, there it is. I hit that. And then presto. save, and then I go here. Now I'm gonna open up Brother Sanchez channel, make sure I do this right. This is gonna be funny. Y'all gonna be there in a minute. Love y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm about to go to Sanchez, Brother Sanchez. I love his channel, y'all. It's relaxing. So I see y'all